Oh yeah, I forgot. Where is it? What is it?
Testing. Hello, beautiful people. Good evening. Happy pre-Thanksgiving. We're here live at the indoor garden meditation. So luckily I have all of these amazingly beautiful plants here and that we can really get a vibe from the outdoors on the indoors. So, we're going to kind of keep it really simple here today, in part because I know folks are wanting to get on with the Thanksgiving planning and cooking and festivities, and maybe you need to do your own personal meditation time to be able to prepare. Many of us have holiday time that is really nurturing and positive and comforting, and then there are many of us who the holidays are very stressful. They're very stressful. They can bring on anxiety. They can bring on antagonism. A lot of family conflict comes first and foremost, or kind of comes to the forefront in these times. And so, we're doing this garden meditation today in part just to really prepare ourselves. And that's the thing, we have to just really coat ourselves with this beauty and this love and this peace as we move into situations that can be conflictual or that can be stressful or that just really are energetically draining. So today we're going to just keep it low and keep it easy breezy. And what I just want to remind everybody, as I always do, make this meditation your own. Don't compare yourself to someone else. Don't compare yourself to what you've done in the past, what you've seen other people do, what you think you should be doing here. Just allow yourself to just have a wonderful experience. That's really the beauty of practicing meditation, is that you can make it your own and you can allow yourself to just play. Have, wondrous time, have a curious time, have a time that you're like, that was different, that annoyed me, or that was different, I didn't feel that before, or whatever. Just allow yourself to be curious in this moment and to know that you're trusting your body, you're trusting your spirit to be able to move you into a place where you can accept the gift. So I think that's really all I want to say as we kind of just prepare for this time together. And what else do I want to say? Yeah, that's it. I just want everyone to make sure that we make meditation this kind of big deal and it ends up being more stressful than peaceful. So I just want us to just have fun, like just get your vibe on, whatever that means. So we're going to do it and just get started, and I'll guide you guys through. All right. All right, gorgeous, beautiful people, magical meditators, as I like to call us. Just take some beautiful, deep cleansing breaths. And the first thanks that we want to give today is to each and every one of us for coming here today, for giving ourselves the gift of this time, of this blessing here together. It is a blessing. And it's a community, it is communion that we are creating, that we are developing here together. All of us are connecting here, no matter whether you're in person or you are online virtually or you are watching this at a different day and time. We are all connected by divine mind and by our cosmic hearts. So we breathe into the glory of this moment, breathing in deeply and releasing deeply. Just allowing your breath to breathe you, allowing your body to relax into this present moment. Maybe you shrug your shoulders or you roll your shoulders back and forth. Maybe you kind of just do some slow, easy head nods. Whatever your body's calling you to do to relax into this moment. Sometimes we forget that our bodies are tense from the day, from the stress, from driving.
We just kind of need to relax it. Ever so little even makes such a big difference in how we can come to our meditative time. The more we can just allow the body to get out of the way, the more we can also allow the body to share with us, to be in this co-creative process with us in an easy and graceful way. And just allow your body to relax. Take some beautiful breaths. And I just invite everyone to set an intention for yourself. It doesn't have to be this huge thing. Maybe it's something small, like I'd like to just be clear of all the monkey mind for just 30 seconds. Or I'd like to receive some kind of message or some kind of understanding or wisdom about a particular situation. Maybe you set an intention for a feeling. Maybe you want to feel freedom. Maybe you want to feel ease in your body. Maybe you have more than one intention, and that's okay too. Just set an intention for your practice here today. Be gentle and be nurturing with yourself. Be compassionate with yourself, even in setting the intention. There is no pressure. There is no have to. There is no guidebook. There is just this process of allowing that we open ourselves up to in the here and now. Take a deep breath in. And we breathe out. This entire month I've been sharing about the idea of release. The universe is supporting us as well cosmically. If we look at what is happening with the planets, if we look at what has happened recently with the partial eclipse, if we look at what's coming up in the next week with another eclipse, those folks that are understanding what is happening planetarily and just cosmically remind us as well that we're in a deep process of release. And that release is complicated and complex, and yet at the same time so easy and so graceful and so beautiful. The release is about understanding, receiving that wisdom for what in your life needs to go. What do you need to let go of in your life? They may be relationships or jobs or feelings. Letting go from the emotional side, any kind of critique of others or critique of yourself, or just letting go feelings of lack, idea that there's never enough. Maybe you need to let go of fear. You know, right now we continue to be in this heightened era of fear. Fear of our bodies, fear of pathogens, fear of each other, fear of tomorrow. And so maybe we're just in this process of release around that, allowing that to just dissipate from our bodies, because we do hold all of that in our bodies. Creates toxins, creates even further virus. That is a real virus that we hold in our bodies, all of that trauma. So we release. And part of that release too is about letting go. And the letting go is not so much of what you need to get rid of, but the letting go is what you need to open up to and allow. Letting go to begin, letting go to start, letting go to take that next step, letting go to be able brave, letting go in your divine courage. Maybe Spirit has been calling you to a new career, a new way of being, a new place. You felt it, but you're not ready yet. You haven't been ready to just let go. So I invite everyone today to consider the release on many different levels, both from what we need to allow gently, lovingly to let go of from our life, but also what we fiercely and boldly need to let go to allow. It's that release that allows, it's that emptying, it's that taking away of barriers, it's that taking away of those nays, of those doubts, of those fears that allow us to just step fully into our presence, step fully into the present, step fully into our power, and step fully into heeding the call for what we've come here to this iteration of life to do and be. What is your release? What is your spirit calling you forth in this time of release? What is your sacred release? And when we release, we allow for all of this energy that blocks us to just move through our bodies. Disease on so many levels is about blockages. It's about imbalance. It's about not allowing the truth of our nature, the truth of our being to just float free. And so when we create that space for that letting go, for that release, that elimination, that renunciation, we are allowing for all of that powerful spiritual goodness within, that good stuff to just start to just pour out the blessings. You're ready for all of these blessings to just pour out on you. All of us are ready. We just need to step out of our way sometimes to just allow them to be and to bless. Just breathe all that in. As we open ourselves up here in this sacred space, we're safe, we're free, we're whole, we're holy. We're here joined in divine mind and cosmic heart in the sacred space together so that we can ascend and descend within, so that we can unfold and infold, so that we can be able to be the truth of our being. And you're safe. You're safe to just explore. You're safe to wonder. You're safe to be curious. You're safe for the messages to come through. Maybe they come through as sense, maybe they come through as feelings, maybe they come through as colors, maybe they come through as memories, maybe they come through as connections with other people, past, present, and future. And if none of that happens, that's okay too. Know that when you give yourself this time, you are allowing for a space and a place that is within and beyond you to open and connect. We have a rational, logical mind that generally is what moves us, is what is predominant, but that is not the only thing. And so part of meditating, part of doing this relaxation, part of doing this slowing down, part of doing the deep breath, part of doing the remembering of who we are is just to allow that mind to just slow down and work in connection with the rest. Work in connection with our body. Work in connection with our intuition. Work in connection with all of the realms that are in and around us. We all believe different things, and that's okay. Some of you may believe in the angelic realm. Some of you may believe in connection with the ancestors. Some of you may believe in fairies and spirit guides and masters and ascended masters. It's all good. We all come to all of this in different ways. That's the beauty of the experience, is that we make it our own and we use the various tools, spiritual tools, to be able to come to this connection and come to this unfoldment in a way that is ours, that makes sense, that resonates with the truth of our being. And we call it good and we call it God, and we don't judge each other and we don't judge it. And so we open up to that, and even if we don't hear or feel or sense something now, know that a mighty work is being done in you right now. Setting that intention, giving yourself this time, opening yourself up, trusting, allowing, all of that sends a signal on a scientific level to your brain, which helps recalibrate your brain and your body, but it also sends signals to the energetic universe that says, I'm ready, I'm here, I let go, I'm not scared, I'm ready to know, I'm ready to be, I am ready to be in my power, the power that I was born with, the power that comes from within, the power that is me, that is the past, that is the present, that is the future, the power that is all of the elements, that is the fire, that is water, that is air, that is earth, all of that that is birthed in me, all of that that is me, all of that that moves me, all of that that I am. We allow for all of that to just be here today. All of that to bless us here today. All of that to heal us here today. Because as we open and heal, we set a space for people around us, people that don't even know us, people that may connect with you in a passing by moment in a grocery store. Your light will shine so brightly that your smile might heal someone and you will never even know it. It's not for us to know. It is only for us to do our work so that we set ourselves free and we set a space. We hold up the high watch. We hold up the vibration that allows for others to set themselves free by our example, by our light, by our curiosity, by our peace finding. You are the light of the world, and you must shine brightly. You must shine brightly. You are needed. You are needed to shine brightly. The world is awaiting your radiance. Take that in. Breathe that in as you take a few minutes in the silence to just be feeling all of this energy that we're building here together to just bless your body, your mind, your organs, your muscles, your fibers, every cell, every atom of your being. Just allow that to rest, wash over you, comfort you like a beautiful warm blanket on a winter's night. We rest in that beauty in the silence. You are the chosen one. You are the chosen one. You are the inheritor of the universe. The power of the universe, the cosmic force, lies within you. The power to create, the power to innovate, the power to move mountains, the power to grow. All of this is within you as a divine inheritor of life force. So remember that today. The most important thing that you will ever do is to remember who you are. Because the minute that you remember who you are, that is the moment where everything makes sense. Everything becomes right. Everything begins to heal. The blessings begin to just rush in like rapids. You have to remember who you are. And as you release all these negative images, as you release all of the naysayers that told you you wouldn't amount to anything, all the people that criticized you, all the people that laughed at you, all the people that hurt you, all the people that traumatized you, all of the experiences that have allowed you to be and yet at the same time closed you off, we release those here today because we remember deeply, profoundly, and unequivocally who we are as children of the Most High, as divine beings on a mission and purpose. So today we leave from this time together with this idea, with this feeling that we approach the throne boldly. We don't apologize for who we are. We don't apologize for who we've come here to be. We don't apologize for what we believe. We don't apologize for the way that we live our life. We stand firmly in who we are. We stand firmly in our light, allowing it to shine, allowing it to bless us and others. And we give gratitude for this. We give gratitude to the experiences that we engage in people that we meet and the experiences and spiritual communities and spiritual tools that come to us that we're able to stand in this truth. We're able to be able to develop. We give thanks for that. We give thanks for our lives, our bodies. What do you give thanks for? We are in a Thanksgiving time. So before we close, I just invite you to put that on your heart. Put that into this energetic space. What are you giving thanks for? There's so many things that are obvious, right? We give thanks for our family and our friends and our partners and our children. What about the things we don't always think about? About the people that grow our food, the people that make our food when we go to restaurants, the animals that sacrifice their life for our nourishment, the idea of running water. In this country, in the United States, we have running water. Many places don't. We live in areas perhaps that are not war-torn, and yet there are spaces in this country that experience that violence, that is a different kind of a war. What do we give thanks for? What do we take for granted that we need to give thanks for? What do we sometimes code as a burden, or we code as something that is troublesome to us, and yet it is something that we have the luxury to enjoy? Maybe our car is a mess right now and needs servicing, but yet we have that old jalopy that gets us everywhere we need to go. It sounds kind of silly, but there are all of these moments in our lives that we need to take accountability for, that we need to really have presence about, because it is in all of these small moments where life is. It is in all of these small moments that we can appreciate, that our heart just explodes open with joy. And that Thanksgiving is the deepest and best prayer that you will ever give and receive. What are you thankful for? And what do you want to open yourself up to be thankful for? And in this space of thanks, we send out all of that appreciation, all of that gratitude, all of that joy into the world. We use our time here together to not just uplift ourselves, but believe deeply that as we join here together, we have the ability to collectively work to raise the vibration of the universe. So what parts of the world might need our appreciation right now? What groups of people might need our appreciation right now? We send out our love to all the indigenous people of this hemisphere and of the world. Indigenous peoples whose lands were taken. And we don't judge who did it or how or why. That is not what we've come here to do. We simply acknowledge that that was history, and that set a trajectory for people that are still energetically in trauma about that. So we send out our love and our appreciation as we celebrate the 400-year of Europeans coming to this continent, or this country, and meeting with Native American Americans, it helped them survive, thrive, live, cultural exchange. And so we give thanks for that. Those initial ancestors, peoples whose hearts were open and were ready to give. We give thanks today and always for all that we are, all that we have, all that we give, and all that we receive. And so it is, and so we let it be, through the name and through the nature of the Christ and the Christ within. Amen. Take your deep breaths. Maybe you move a little bit, kind of coming back, batting your eyelashes, slowly allowing you to sigh it out if you need to. It doesn't matter. You can make noises. Nobody cares. Well, good evening to everyone. Thank you all for joining us. I see some folks here in the chat. So send us a hello. We send you a hello. We thank you for joining us. You can share this meditation as well once it's posted. Share it on your page. Share it to any groups that you're part of. And allow for this free flow, this love to come through. On behalf of myself, Reverend Christina Garza, and the Unity of Nashville, thank you. Have a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving. Love you all. Bye.